So why am I playing Reno? Well, I just queued up against about 7 Aggro Shaman and Aggro Warrior. I quickly looked at the Vicious Syndicate matchup table chart, and Reno Mage has a good matchup against Aggro Warrior and Aggro Shaman. It's also one of the decks that's, I think, slightly less explored. Reno Warlock has kind of been overshadowing it, but I think this deck can also beat Reno Warlock. In fact, it might even be favored against Reno Warlock because that ice block stops the one-turn kill. All in all, I feel the tides are shifting towards Reno Mage. That doesn't mean Reno Mage is the best deck, period, but it might be a better meta call than Reno Warlock in this meta. Idea of this deck is you generally just remove all their stuff, eventually you Alex them, you Antonidas get a few fireballs, and then you can Kazakus for 2 potions too. I mean, it varies per matchup, but the Mage scales a little bit better because the Fire Blasts can be really good removal. So against aggro, you just win by out-surviving them. Against control, you actually tend to fatigue them, or you Alex them and then blast them off with burn. It might not look like there's enough burn to do that, but having played Reno Lock a good amount, I actually feel pretty secure in playing Reno Mage versus Reno Lock. Alright, first matchup against Reno Lock. I'm looking forward to it.
You asked for it.
Should I keep Cabal Courier? I think so. As the Lock player, I often told myself, this is a favored matchup for me. All I have to do is play my 8-8 and then copy the 8-8 and then like play my 4-10. Reno Mage can't deal with that. And it's very possible that that's actually how Reno Lock wins all the time. But the Mage can hold that off sometimes with a combination of Polymorph and Burn and Freeze and all that jazz. I feel particularly good about this because I've played Reno Lock so much that I think I know how to play the I know how to play the Reno Mage against the Reno Lock. Dreadsteed actually good in this matchup. Potion and Polymorph too inconsistent, although I can play it on turn 3. I mean I can play it the next turn and then like Polymorph is 4, which is pretty good. I can just basically keep Dreadsteeding him for value also though. I'm gonna pick the more consistently good option. Although it could be a big blowout to play the potion on this turn and then he plays into it. Since the matchup is intended to go into fatigue, Dreadsteed is pretty good.
I wonder.
Let's get started. And besides, I have Polymorph in my hand already. Ooh, none of the cards. I'm so sorry, Warlock. Reason for not playing the book is maybe I can get my brand to also hit book. That's greed. But greed is good. Look at the value of this Dreadsteed and the Fire Blast. It's like Fire Blast is dealing 2 damage each turn. The Warlock can only dread. How good that hero power is. How can I lose with the power of Dreadsteed and my hero power? It's pretty good. Sure, deal 5. Oh, yes! He does now know, like, which cards are minions and which cards are spells, but that's still worth it. Man, this value is so much. I love this deck already.
I have no time for games.
Okay, we actually need Polymorph here. Easy, got it. Got it, still.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
What? How did I miss?
I wonder.
That's dumb. That's a bug.
Runs out on me.
Whoa. Oh crap, he had the coin in his hand. Misplayed by not playing coin.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Never lucky.
My shield for Argon. At last, a worthy disciple.
Gain 10 armor like gives me a lot of room for mistakes. For late game. Oh, Dreadsteed is his.
We're gonna be rich.
What will I do with you, Dreadsteeds? What will I do without you, Dreadsteed son? Oh. Hmm.
I wonder.
Embrace the power of the Cabal.
Runs out on me.
Buying or selling.
So I probably trade the Forbidden Flames for both for fireballs.
Ever.
He didn't have hard removal, so Antonidas probably survives. And yeah, I'd like to trade these for fireballs.
Much power.
So much power! Oh.
This time.
Watch your back.
This also might be a better matchup than Reno Lock since you can ice block the combo. Or you can ice block massive damage. Do I keep Kazakus in this matchup? Yeah, I think so.
Who goes there?
Hooray, being Mage. Can Fire Blast this guy. Can also Fire Blast this guy twice. That's kind of value. I'm gonna do the Fire Blast Forgotten Torch. But you can definitely do Fire Blast, Fire Blast. That's not actually bad.
Thank you.
That's a Frostbolt Fire Blast. Thanks, Mage Spells, for being so good. Ooh, nothing? I need to find a flame strike for an auctioneer. I need to find some kind of fast answer for an auctioneer. That makes me want to play Tome, but I also want to play Thaurissan, since it's Thaurissan. Wow, I just used a lot of burn on that. Maybe Thaurissan sticks around. Cabal's Tome into Thaurissan's also pretty good. I can find an answer with this. Let's go. It clearly wasn't ideal for him. Backstab SI is better, for example. Among other things. Let's see what's in the book here. Hey, another book. Ooh, ho, ho, ho.
Thank you.
No, that's a Herald Valash. Not bad. Fan of Knives though. Forbidden Ritual, that's Fan of Knives. Manowyrm? Manowyrm actually might be the best choice.
I wonder.
Maybe just Herald. Then go ahead and stab that with the Water Elemental. And then we're done. Not bad.
I got the best deals anywhere.
And that's kind of nice. He doesn't have this coin for the Gaussian auctioneer. Sorry, but your payday is going to be a day late. And here's where I need Flame Strike. Or Kazakis 4 damage to all potion. So this is better since I can still get the 5-er. And this lets me cast Flame Strike.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Nope. And then it's worth this try, and then if I miss I have to blow up my own Kazakis, but that's fine, it's worth a try still. Plus 4 health. Darn. Comes down to a 50-50. It's alright. Gah!
Give me a quest.
That was a big 50-50. Missing the 50-50 lets him draw like 5 cards. Just kidding, lets him draw like 7 cards.
The Brotherhood shall come.
Oh my gosh. Wait, I forgot to play Celia there instead. Well, no, because if I don't play Celia, I can do Pyroblast Fireball or Roaring Torch for lethal. Although, getting a 5-5 on the board is pretty good. I think it is... I'm not sure if it's better to have Celia out or not. No, it's better to have... No. On this turn, I probably should cost the Arrow blast at his face.
Embrace the power of the Cabal.
Okay, so my outs are Fireball, Roaring Torch, Firelands, Portal. Do I have any way other, like, can I don't have any more freeze in this deck. I don't have any way to get more spells in this deck. Arcane Intellect is pretty good. Blood Mage Thanos can let me Fire Blast to get another try for Fireball or Roaring Torch. Alright. Not likely, but the deck loves me!
For Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
Hey, got Reno for once. That's pretty good. I've been competitive against decks without the Reno. Kind of.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
That's pretty bad.
Charge roar!
Do I want to send the Babbling Book into the Tunnel Trog? That is a consideration to make.
Spells are fun. So fun.
Could also consider the implications of the Maelstrom portal. I decided not to worry about the Maelstrom. There are worse plays that can happen to me.
You better sleep with the fishes.
Wow, that card can actually get Flame Tongued. 3/4 for sure.
Cost my soul. Mind if I roll need?
The Loot Order is a sign that he's actually not that aggressive. I can drop the Effigy then and set up for a pretty big play. I think that makes sense. Seven the next turn. Hope I'm not dead.
None see the lotus.
Ooh, a good one.
We're gonna be rich. No witnesses.
If he had more overload, he would have done worse things to me earlier, I think. Than when I killed the Azure Drake. I'm definitely looking for Flame Strike. Although maybe my board is decent enough to not need an immediate answer. Flame Strike or Blizzard, really. Interesting double loot hoarder. Hello. Whoop-pow.
That's incredible.
Amazing.
We'll keep my Shadow Rager hidden. Oh! It's a free kill! Alright, I believe it is time for you to die. Or time for you to feel despair, at least.
You require my assistance.
I'll leave it. Look at all these annoying totems in the way. 3, 7.
Funnel cakes! So get your funnel cakes here!
Oh, poor Shaman. Do you not have heal in your deck? Wah. Oh, my Shadow Rager. It just struck me how good of a Kabbalist Tome that was. I got all really good cards. Quality cards right there. 2, 4, 6, 10, I think.
What to do?
Yeah, let's get more value.
Who knows what secrets will unravel?
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Someone help me. There's too much value. Oh.
Runs out on me.
Help. I'm blind. I'm blind. There's too much value. Oh, I've been blinded by value. How can I win if there's so much value to be had? I don't know. It's my one weakness. It's my one weakness. Should probably have summoned an 8/8. So 3-turn lethal. Kazaka's potion and the fireball. Okay, that I thought I was gonna be screwed for a moment there, but I wasn't. Oh, Bloodlust though. I don't want to die to Bloodlust. We'll do it the other way around. How much would that be? Bloodlust plus 18, 23, 24, 25, 27, 29. I would still be good.
My life is your sin.
Wait a second. This doesn't do 10 damage. Whatever, we're still fine.
I'm almost out of cards.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Warriors, come out to play.
Wow, what a cool Jade deck you have there. Wow.
Amazing.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Whoops.
Yeah, we'll give him a little bit of hope for a moment. Alright, alright.
Happy
I could have done the ice block, but just in case he had something. They'd want to be... Okay, we'll dodge.
Victory or death!
Oh, that's a hand.
For it.
That's a hand. Always win.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
X marks the spot.
I'm in charge now.
That's a strange keep for him. Upgrade Bloodsail Raider. Kept most of his cards.
Who's up for an adventure?
This deck could use a bit more cycle like Loot Hoarder and Acolyte of Pain. Thoughts? Not unreasonable. I will note that Loot Hoarder is pretty bad, or Acolyte of Pain is pretty bad against face though. Alright, let's do Kazakus 5 or Kazakus 1? Kazakus 5. Or to all, since I'm gonna be behind, and 4 kills everything. I don't believe that ever matters. Second choice is pretty terrible. Really?
It only cost my soul.
Serve or die.
X marks the spot.
By clawing cutlass.
I saw that go down to 0 for a moment and I was like, wait a second, that should work. It does work.
Blood and plunder.
By clawing cutlass. Who goes there?
My blade be thirsty.
Well, at least you guys can look at this game with some hope. Know that Pirate Warrior sometimes draws really badly. Pretty sure if you're keeping 2 cards and you upgrade on turn 1, you're not doing it right though.
I must protect the wild.
Oh,
For it.
do it again. No fair. Definitely Blizzard algorithms. Why do you pitch Frostbolt? Typically, druids don't have anything that you want to Frostbolt. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you don't even really want to Frostbolt a 2-3, which came out on that early a turn. This is solid, but when am I going to play the Doomsayer? Next turn.
Fresh from Kazakus.
It's good in the super late game. This card can take Jade Spirit and can take the 2-2 Golem. That card's a 5-6.
Runs out on me.
Probably the boar. The question is, can I even win like really late in? This probably doesn't last, but it might. Would be nice. And at the worst, at best, he uses a swipe at it. In medium, he uses a wrath on it. At best, this goes off. That's a very fast start for him. I might need Super Kazakus Valley to win though, so Frostbolt that, and then Thorasand the next turn. Let's see, what's the turn after that? We'll deal with it then. I think in this matchup, I might have to brand Kazakus. They don't usually burst you down that much, so I think I can take this damage. Funny thing about usually, not all games are the same. They don't always start with 2 Innervates and 2 Jade Spirits and 2 Azure Drakes. If I get a Flame Strike, Celia Flame Strike is really good. And also if he doesn't have removal here, he'll have to send a 4/4 in. Alright, here's where I hope for Celia. Here's where I hope for Flame Strike. Or Blizzard, I'll take that too. Anything else I'll take? Volcanic Potion, is that good enough? That's decent. Torch. The good news is Ice Block isn't very good in this matchup. Usually. But here it's actually decent. I think I can't really count on getting like another shuffle. Playing that as a 3/4 ain't bad.
They cost my soul.
Could I have played Kazakus a turn earlier somehow? I got it discounted by Emperor Thorasand, so I could have played it the turn I played Thorasand, gotten a 10, and then played Inkmaster Solia. Huh. Maybe that would have been pretty good. On a future turn, I can do Kazakus. That's probably worth boring.
I wonder.
That does want to be bored. Kazakus 10 first.
At last, a worthy disciple.
6 to all. Yeah. Deal 8 damage?
Runs out on me.
Yes? I shouldn't have played Ice Block. I should have Fire Blast that.
Trust me.
He only has 11 on the board. Yeah, but then I would just die to swipe. This is probably correct. I didn't want him to just have lethal on the board to break the Ice Block though. Celia Kazakus potion isn't even that good. If I killed the Drake, I would only die to swipe or Feral Spirit, but that or Feral Rage, but he hasn't played any swipes, so I think that's reasonable.
Waits for no one.
I bring life.
It's really hard to win if I Alex draws myself. Alex draws just dies.
Runs out on me.
It's gotta be Blizzard. My deck doesn't have that much burn. I would have lost the late game anyways. And unlucky to match up against 2 Jade Druids. It's probably one of the worst matchups.
Jane versus Anduin.
Alright, I think against, I think I should be able to... I'm not sure. I don't know about this matchup. And it also depends on Reno or Dragon. Yeah.
The end is coming!
Once upon a time.
That was a fast pick. I'm gonna get Draconid OP'd by that card. You heard it here first. Alright, so I can do Kazakis Manic Soulcaster. Probably worth it.
Secret agent coming!
Well, wasn't the discovered card. That's a fireball though. Secret agent coming through. That's a Forbidden Flame. Alright, well, he gained value on. Oh, never mind. Is that a polymorph? That's a polymorph. Do I care about Ysera? Kinda care a little bit. Man, these cards are so OP. Could have considered Ooze instead of Fire Blast there. Ooh. I need to remember to save the coin more often. I hadn't considered this.
Runs out on me.
So yeah, Bran, Kazakis, Manic Soulcaster. Cast a total of 4 Kazakises. That'll turn off Reno temporarily, but against a priest, that might be okay. Note to self to not use Arcane Blast or Frostbolt. Interesting. Double 1 cost Kazakis into Archmage Antonitis. Hadn't thought about that. Probably not good enough. But a cute idea. Coin Alexstrasza now.
Who knows what secrets will uncover at last?
10 or 5. 5. I have a 4 next turn. Deal 5 is pretty good. Doomsayer has died. Can hit Ysera. And also just generally pretty good. I think I'm getting another 5. That one. That one. Oh, that one sucked.
You wish to live forever?
Deal 5 and polymorph. Sure seems pretty good here. Incredible. You could do Antonitis Coin Kazakis Potion. Seems pretty bad, but not the worst.
I must consider.
Would I want a Manic Soulcaster? Maybe I want Antonitis in my deck again.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
By the power of Ragnarok, I have power!
The thing about the Alex... Actually... Did I want to play Alexstrasza there? Maybe. The thing about Alexstrasza is you have to kill a priest after playing Alexstrasza, otherwise they just heal again. No, I think the first step is getting a few fireballs and then play Alexstrasza and then fireball them. Yeah. The Thalnos is good to keep around since I have the Flame Strike, and dealing 5 is pretty good. Six, 0, 3, 2. Sure.
You require my assistance.
Aha! Aha! Another! Still have that Arcane Blast and Frostbolt in the deck. No answer, question mark?
Is someone injured?
As answer. That's fine, that's expected. Ooh, I'm like 1 damage off lethal. If I Alex him first. But that's not really going to work. Actually, it does work since I... No, it doesn't work since I... Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, it does work since I'm Fire Blasting now. But he would know, basically. And that's the danger of Alexing them too quickly. They can just heal back up to 30 eventually. In this game, though, I can fatigue the Dragon Priest. Still probably right to have done the play, just as an 8/8.
I wield the power.
Is it time to Flame Strike yet? I've been holding off on it. You might have noticed. Hey, there we go again.
Get your funnel cakes here.
Maybe I should have gotten a... No, that's fine. But I need to save for Arcane Blast, so I get more fireballs. Could just go for it now. He's used both deaths. This might stick around. Yeah, let's try.
You require my assistance.
I think it's very likely he doesn't have an answer for this. They don't run 1 and Tomb that often. Some do. It's true. Some don't.
Secret agent coming through.
I don't think I have an answer in my deck.
I must consider.
Babbling book. Wall order.
What to do? What to do?
To battle.
Get 'em, boys.
You have been.
Jaina versus Garrosh.
With this deck, I'm actually like, woohoo, Pirate Warrior. Of course, I don't always win against them, but I'll take a favored matchup. And it goes quickly. I don't go woohoo with this hand, unfortunately. But in general, woohoo. Well, here's the big benefit of Mage versus Warlock, I guess. This move probably saves me like 6 health. He actually looks like he's dead in the water here. He used a finisher card there on turn 2. That's really good for me. Sometimes pirates don't have a hand. Easy game.
My blade be thirsty.
Polymorph is actually the right answer. Could also play Water Elemental. Even better, probably. Yeah, I mean, Water Elemental can get rid of the Arcanite Reaper on 5. Given how weak a start he had, it implies he has finishers. which would be a card such as, whoa, Bash. Okay. It's a real bash. You don't usually get to play this card against Warrior, but looks fun.
Job's done. For the war chief.
Probably shouldn't do the fun play. But I'm pretty well off here. That was a pretty bad book though. Well, I got an Arcane Blast out of it. I guess I needed to tome in order to try to find an answer for the later game, which it was going to go into. I think I need the Arcane Intellect here. 4, 8... Yeah, I can leave a 1-1 on... I can't leave a 1-1 on the board.
What to do? What to do?
Could do Intellect, Fire Blast, Doomsayer. That's pretty good. 7. I don't know if this is playing too safe and then therefore I lose. Because I can't Intellect into Reno. I think I needed to draw cards, but if I didn't heal here, then I'd be at 12, which means I could die to 2 cards. I didn't want to do that.
What now?
But I'm not sure if I'm just like being too timid, because I'm... No, I think this is right. I can always Arcane Intellect into the Ice block. My boy. I don't care if I overdraw now. It's not over, he can win on this turn. I think that turn I played Kabbalah's Tome. It's possible that I should have played Refreshment Vendor. Maybe that caused me to be 1 tempo too slow in general.
We're gonna be rich.
Maybe. Maybe not. You're getting there. You almost have me, buddy.
Happy Feast of Winter Veil. You asked for it. Well played. Well played.
Patches, right? Oh. Usually well played when you have patches in your hand. This guy violated etiquette.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Ha ha ha. Misplay. Hope he gets punished for that 1 damage. Alright, so I have the Thalnos Arcane Blast for his Tomb Pillager. Fireball is usually overkill on his guys. Do you go for super value?
What to do?
Or do we stop with Fireball? Fireball is a pretty good card. How can I resist? Does this mean Cabal Courier is a good card?
Who goes there?
I really don't want an Arcane Blast. Arcane Blast does 4 damage. Ooh. Giving me the tempo. Kind of. Whatever that means. Giving me the board. Is he lucky to get a 1 cost there? So he doesn't ever draw? Not sure if he's lucky or average.
You wanna cast a spell? I want
So he's played both Fan of Knives, so that means it's actually pretty tough to deal with 1 health minions. Crap, 2 mage spells. Do I have to play around Flamestrike? Choose not to. Never lucky if he has it. Blizzard.
Just a pinch of vigor.
So I've got the Ink Flame if he's got a Concealed,
the best deal.
which means I can keep up the tempo. Wow. Okay, here we go. Did he freeze the wrong thing? And he's gonna... Oh, preparation coin! It happened!
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Ugh, never punished.
Runs out on me.
Is that a problem for future me? Kind of.
Embrace the power of the Cabal.
I mean, I guess 9 plus 5 is close enough to 12. Really, I'm just trying to draw a polymorph here. Or Kazakus into polymorph.
I will.
If my 4-1 survived, that would be pretty good.
Who goes there?
Alright, it's Blizzard again. Well, that wounds it enough that it can be dealt 10 next turn. I don't want to have to kill the Azure Drake. But there's no choice, is there? Alright, let's set up for Flame Strike. It can't just Forbidden Flame that next turn. So at least this makes it obvious. I mean, I don't want it to be obvious that I have a Flame Strike. I want him to overcommit, but if he can't play any minions this turn, it's not that bad. Maybe I draw a better answer also.
And with the Cabal.
Too soon.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll Flame Strike. At the same time, though, I mean, obviously he wants me to Flame Strike. Playing into his hand. But he played into mine. He's gonna do Auctioneer Conceal. Well, he only has 6 more cards to draw. So never mind, that's not so bad. So what do I need here?
This guy's toast.
I played 3 AoEs.
Thank you.
I definitely don't think I've won yet, but if I can outlast this stuff, that might be the last couple minions he has. It would be kind of similar to beating a Reno Mage, a Reno Lock. I should probably fireball the 5/4.
I wonder.
I can Forbidden Flame this with this. It's fine. I'm gonna play this like he's Reno Lock. And try to just answer everything he has. I have a Kabbalist tome for hopefully more answers.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Once he bursts me, I am going to heal the Fool. He's my main problem is right now I don't actually have answers. Ooh, if he uses the 3/3 though. We both have a problem, which is that he can't win with burst, but I don't have an answer to his guys.
Runs out on me.
I'll draw answers for the future. The turn he tries to burst me. The next turn, at worst, I have Reno plus Fireball, and the Fireball tries to hit the target that he cold-blooded a bunch. Maybe Tome was better since he obviously is going to sap. It's tough to go for the Tome though.
I'm almost out of cards.
It's going to be tough to deal with his guys once they're concealed. Probably has a conceal. But maybe he won't conceal. No, he'll maybe he doesn't run conceal. It's possible. Huh. Well, that was easy.
I did.
I wonder if even without the, I wonder if he had the conceal if I could have won. I mean, he shouldn't have put him on the 2 health guy if I did though.